You gonna blow? How much? No, sir. Yeah.
La Yasha Allah.
La Yasha Allah. That's not really nice. Oh my God. Alright, so we're going to rise and face the east. We're going to start with the Lord's Prayer. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim. Wadash. Hayah. Shankar. Yahweh. Malakuthka. Taba'ah. Ratizaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'aratiza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Lathamnanaw. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalakanaw. Kawawafinaw. Kasalakinaw. Kabawafinaw. Wala'ah. Tabi'anaw. Wanasaya. Hawashinaw. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Lakar. Amalakwa. Waha'ala. Hathaparas. Iwalamyam. Aman.
And in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And do not lead us into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Barakatah Yahweh. Wa
Yahawashi.
Wa Miyaka Allah. Wa
Alahayah.
Betazab Ya'ah. Alawap Yahana. Ha Alawapya. Ha Saranyam. Ha Kwatazayanya. Ha Kalalaya. Wa Akwafya. Yahweh. Wa Hashem Yahushai.
Wada Aman. And in the English, bless you Yahweh. And Yahushai. And Michael. And the angel. Commanding General Yohana. The general. The captain. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it.
Prayer for the Hakat, the power. Yahweh. Wa Hashem Yahushai. Babakashah. Lathamnanaw. Hakat. Larpa'ah. Kal Makalah. Kal Madawa. Hakat. Latahah. Hamatazariah. Hakat. Lahakwiya. Hamathia. Hakat. Arakawa. Atama Allah. Garishun. Wa Hashem Yahushai.
Wada Aman. And in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121. Asha Ayanya.
Al-Hahari.
Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Izari. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayim. Wa'aratiza. Aliyathan. Lamawat. Regalka. Aliyanawam. Shamarka. Hanala'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawama. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Aliyat. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ayakayaka. Makalrai. Yashama. Wayarak. Balayallah, Yahweh, Yashamaka, Makal Yashama, Athna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashama to the Afka, Wabawa Aika, Ma'aitha, Wa'id
Amen. And in the English, I will lift up my eyes. Unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot. To be moved. He that keepeth thee. Will not slumber. Behold. He that keepeth Israel. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore. So be it.
Psalms 83. Alahayim. Alda Meyalaka. Alpha Karash. Alpha Shakwat. Al. Kayahana. Awabiaka. Yahamayawan. Ra'ash. Al-Amka.
Ayaramwa.
Sawadah. Wayatha Aitazawa. Altazapa Wanyaka. Amawa. Nakawa. Wanakakida. Magaya. Wala Ayazaka. Shamya Sha'ala. Iwada. Kaya. Nawa Aitazawa. Abba. Yakadwa. Alyaka. Bariyath. Yakarathwa. Ahalia. Adawam. Wayashma Aliyah. Mawa Abba. Wahagarian. Gabar. Wa'ima Luck. Palashaf. I'm Shabia. Tazawar. Gum Ashawar. Nalawa. I'm Hayawa. Zarawai. Labanya Lawat. Salah. Aishalaham. Kamadia. Kasiyasara. Kayabya. Banakar. Koyashwan. Nashamadwa. Ba'ayandara. Hayawa. The mud. The Adamar. Shayathamwa. The Yabmawa. Ka'ira. Kazabah. Ashab. Amar. Lanawa. Af. Na'awaf. Alahayat. Shayathamwa. Kagalgala. Kakwash. Lapanya Rakar. Ka'ash. Saba'ayra. Yaira. Wakala Haba. Talahat. Hariam. Khan. Tharadapma. Basa'iraka. Wabasawa Pafka. Tabalaham. Mala'ah. Panyaham. Kuala One. Wayabakwashwa. Shamkar. Yahweh. Yabashwa. Wayaba Alwa. Ida. Yakapawa. Yabadwa. Yada Iwa. Kiyatha. Shamkar. Yahweh. The Badka. Alya Alkaha Arataza.
Amen. And in the English, keep not thy silence, O God. And hold not thy peace, O God. And be not still. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And have consulted against thine hidden one. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. And of Moab. And the Agarenes. Gabal. And Ammon. And Amalek. and the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabir, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a ram, and like Zayed. All their princes as Zabah. And as Zalmunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth up car. And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storms. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So be it.
Curses. So for the curses, there's two sides. Double check. I don't know if you're the other side of yours.
No, I don't think so. No. Don't think yeah, close. Yeah, all right, no sweat. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. All right. The curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh. Ready?
God, it's okay. It'll be in your camera.
Yeah. All right. Blessed are you, Yahweh. Yeah, King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Slack. All things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us. Thy prophets. Thy teachers. The princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction. Destruction and death to the heathens, and shake loose the treasures of the rich of Israel, that refuse to give to the school, force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary, send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction, and death to the Edomites, and the nations, and their drug dealers, and their court system, and their prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, the Roman Catholic Church, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, Skinheads, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels, and vict the spirits of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to the heathens that stand in the way, or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth, and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us, as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all. That is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread. Through the media. Cause it to be spread. Throughout the whole world. And cause him to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai. So be it. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I had to do the rest off the top of my head. Okay.
And you start from
21. You said the next
21 verse.
You're gonna read it, yeah? Go on, alright.
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 5. Waba Gashawa Haka Hanayam Banya Lawya Kaya Ban or Ban Baha Yahweh Alahayim Alahayaka Lashara Thawa Wala Barada Basham Yahweh Wa'ayel Payaham Yahaya Ka Riyab Wakal Nagai
Nagai, I think. Nagai. That's it. What are you in now?
Verse 6.
Cool.
You have it. Oh, can you use that one? Sure.
Oh, yeah. So it's using this one. Alright. Nagai.
Verse 6. Wakal Zakwa Niya Ha'aya Hahawa'a Hakwa Rabayim Al Hakalau Yara Katazawa Ath Yada Yaham Gala, or it's like Isle Ha'ai Gala Ha'ai Ra Wapa Banakal 7 Wa'ainawa Wa'amawa Yanawa La'a Shapaka Ath Hadam Hazar Wa'ayana Yanawa La'a Ra'awa.
What do you get on this?
So you go back and then you
verse
8.
Yeah.
And then you click into the linear.
Oh.
Verse 8. Kapar La'ai Makar Yasha'ala Ashar Pada Yath Yahweh Wa'al Thethan Dam Nakwaya Bakwa Rab Imakar Yasha'ala Wena Kapar Laham Hadam. Verse 9. Wa'athar Thabaira Wadam Hadam Hanakoya Makwa Rabak Kaya Tha'aisha Yahweh Hayasha Ba'ayanaya Yahweh. Verse 10. Kaya Thartaza'a Lama Kama Lama Lachama Ayel Ayabayak Wana Nawa Yahweh Alahayaka Bayadka Washabiath Shabayawa. Verse 10.
11.
Verse 11 comes. Ra Ayatha, Bashabya, Ashaf, that's like it. Wapath Tha'ar, Waka Shekwath, Baha, Wala Kwakaf, Laka, La Ashar, verse 12, verse 1. Waha Ba'a Tha, Al, Thawak, Bayathaka, Waga Laka, Ath, Ra'asha, Wa'aishatha, Ath, Tazar Para, Naya. That's what's English.
I'm fine, right?
Deuteronomy 21, verse 5. Deuteronomy 21, verse 5. And the priests, the sons of Levi, shall come near, for them the Lord thy God hath chosen to minister unto him, and to bless in the name of the Lord. And by their word shall every controversy and every stroke be tried.
Right, so the priests, you understand, in Israel, in our ancient time, they was ministering in the earth as the Most High. You understand? And with them, or through them, should every controversy be tried. So they was what? They was the judges in our nation.
Right.
We need judges in our nation. Without correction, right? How are we going to know how to maneuver, how to live, man? All right? If someone does someone wrong, either on purpose or by accident, how do we, solve the matter? All right? You got to go to the judges, man. And that was the priests in our kingdom set up for our nation, you understand? And to keep us in righteousness, man. And that's what we have here. And we're the priests today, and the men in the ISUPK, you understand? We're the priests coming back. The Lord has sent us back out here since 1969 under Commanding General Yohanan, man, to show our people this is the way, man. All right, to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and that's what we're doing right now. Read it.
And all the elders of that city that are next unto the slain man shall wash their hands over the heifer that is beheaded in the valley.
Right, and we did this. What was it, last week or the week before? Was it last week? Week before, right? There was a slain man. And then all the cities and all the Israelites had to come and wash their hands over a heifer. The Lord told the priest what to do: kill the heifer in the valley, and anyone that's innocent, wash their hands over the heifer. And if that man's not guilty, the punishment of the Lord won't fall on him. They'll be guiltless. All right, but that's how the Lord tried and tested him. All right.
And they shall answer and say, "Our hands have not shed this blood, neither have our eyes seen it."
Right. So they're saying, we didn't see this man's death, neither did we do it. All right? And they're washing their hands over the heifer. Read on.
Be merciful, O Lord, unto thy people Israel, whom thou hast redeemed, and lay not innocent blood unto thy people of Israel's charge, and the blood shall be forgiven them.
Right. So if the man's innocent, washing their hands over the heifer, then they should be forgiven if they didn't do it. All right? Read on.
So shalt thou put away the guilt of innocent blood from among you.
Right, innocent, because they didn't do it. You understand? If they did, then the Lord will cause a curse as they're washing their hands over their heifer, or whosoever washed their hands over their heifer, to receive a punishment, right? Receive a curse, which is a punishment. Something will fall upon them, all right? Well, these men are guiltless. So lay not this sin upon them, or any of this innocent blood that was shed. Read on.
When thou shalt do that which is right in the sight of the Lord. Verse 10. When thou goest forth to war against thine enemies.
So the Lord is giving us, what to do when we go to war against another nation outside of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Man. The Lord is giving us what to do when we go to war. If there's any war that we have to fight with our enemies, the other nations. Read on.
And the Lord thy God hath delivered them into thine hands, and thou hast taken them captive, and seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and hast a desire unto her, that thou wouldest have her to thy wife.
Right, now, there's conflict within Israel. So sometimes the Lord will send the Israelites to war against another Israelite, right? Or other Israelites, meaning amongst the tribes, right? For maybe they're not keeping the Lord's commandments, so on. So they're going off at some point, right? So the Lord will send, like for instance, the Lord sent Judah to war with Benjamin because Benjamin was all the way left.
Right.
All right. Benjamin went homosexual, man. All right. That's our tribe. That's the Caribbean tribe predominantly. We nearly got wiped out in history in this Bible for being homosexual, man. You understand? And that's why the Lord is against that, utterly against those things, man. All right. That is an abomination to the Most High. It's uncleanness, man. Sexual deviancy, you understand? That's what it comes under, man. Disgusting to the Lord. And the Lord nearly had Judah wipe out our tribe. All right. So it's when we go to war amongst one another for if they're going off, you understand? We don't just go to war if we're living righteous, man, and everyone's blessed. But if you're going off, the Lord's going to send one of our tribes against you. Read on.
Then thou shalt bring her home to thine house, and she shall shave her head and pare her nails.
Salakia, let me say this: the Lord tells us in Deuteronomy, don't marry any heathens outside of Israelites. So we know this ain't talking about the heathens, because the Lord won't say go and marry a heathen, go and take a heathen. This is talking about internal, you understand, internal warfare. All right, take her home, pare her nails, let her put off the garment of a captivity. Read on.
That's verse 12.
And that's it.
So we can read on.
All right. Okay. Let's see if I can follow. I don't know. Oh no, you can use this.
Yeah, I don't know the.
Oh, so yes. Do that for me as well, though, because yeah.
Okay, verse
12,
13.
13.
Verse 13. Waha Siyah. What's like it? Waha Siyara. Af. Shamalath. Shabya. Ma'ilaya. Waya Shaba. Babiyathak. Wabakath. Wabakatha. Af. Abaya. Wa'ath. Amar. Harak. Yamayam.
Harak.
Iraq.
You gonna pass that?
No, that was it.
Iraq. Okay.
Iraq.
Right.
Yamayam. Ha'akar. Khan. Thabawa. Alaya. Waba Ilatha. Waha Yatha. Laka. La Asha. La Ashaha or La Asha. Verse 14. Wahaya. Amar. La'a. Kapa Tazaf. Baha or Ba. Washa Lakatha. Lana Pasha. Wamaka. La'a. Thama Karana. Thama Karana. Baka Sapa. Lapa. Tha'aima. Baha. Thakaf. Asha. Ain Yatha. Verse 15. Kaya. Faha Yayan. La'a Yasha. Shathaya. Nashaniyam. Ha'a Katha. Aha Waba. Waha Akaf, Shana Wa'a, Waya Ladawa, Lawa, Banyam, Ba, or is it? Ha'a, Hawa, that's like it. Ha'a, Hawaba, Waha, Shana, Wa'a, Wahaya, Haban, Habakar, Lashan Ya'a. 16. Wahaya, Bayawama, Bayawam, Hanaka Yalawa, Af, Banayawa, Banyawa, Af, Ashar, Yahaya, Lawa, La'a, Lawa Kala, Yawaka, Labakara, or Labakar, Af, Ban, Ahawaba, Isle, Panya, Ban, Hashan Ya'a, Hashan Wa'a, Habakar, 17, 12 to 18. Kaya, Af, Habakar, Ban, Hashan Wa'a, Yakaya, Lathaf, Lawa, Paya, Shanayam, Bakal, Ashar, Yamataza'a, Lawa, Kaya, Hawa'a, Ra'ashayef, Anawa, Lawa, Mashapat, Habakara, verse 18. Kaya, Yahaya, La'a Yafa, Ban, Sawara, Wama Wara, Aya Nanawa, Ayan Nawa, Shamai, Bakwa Wala, Abayawa, Wabakowala, Amawa, Wayasawa, Wayasarawa, Athawa, Wala'a, Yashamai, Alahayim,
That's it.
21 verse 13. And she shall put the raiment of her captivity from off her, and shall remain in thine house, and bewail her father and her mother a full month. And after that thou shalt go in unto her and be her husband, and she shall be thy wife.
Right. So after a full month, bewailing her parents, then you can go in unto her and make her your wife now. All right. So read on. That's the Slakia, and yes, that's the wife of captivity or woman of captivity. All right, amongst our people. Read on.
And it shall be, if thou have no delight in her, then thou shalt let her go whither she will, but thou shalt not sell her at all for money.
Right. So if you found that she ain't coming round or whatever the case is, you found no delight in her, etc., you cannot sell her. Why? Because she's our nation. All right. So the Lord don't want us to deal
treacherously or wrong with our people. All right, but you cannot sell her. Read on.
Because thou hast humbled her.
Right.
If a man have 2 wives, one beloved and another hated.
So here's a stipulation on if a man has 2 wives. Now, why is that in the Bible, man? Because it's biblical. It's our culture. Is why. All right. So if a man has 2 wives, it gives an example or explains what to do in this instance. Read on.
If a man have 2 wives, one beloved and another hated, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son be hers that was hated.
So you got like for instance, a Rachel and not quite. Yeah, Rachel and Leah situation. Yeah, that's kind, right? Where now when it says hated, don't mean you totally hate her, etc., etc. But depends on what level this is. But the point is, you might not see eye to eye. But like say for instance, Leah. In Leah's case, Jacob was dealing with his wives, etc. And Leah was Rachel Salakia was more favored than Leah. That's what it means. All right. To be not hate like you hate, you never talk to them, you don't speak to them, you still got to deal with them as in a wife, right? But this is what you do to the child of the firstborn, who in Leah's case. Read on.
Then it shall be when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn.
Right. So now you have Leah being, the hated, or Rachel being loved over Leah, right? So now Leah has Reuben first, all right? But then the one that Jacob preferred, or his wife, was Rachel. So he made Joseph a dream coat, right? To favor Joseph, to favor Benjamin and Joseph, right? That came of Rachel, all right? We're not supposed to do that. So now he has to make the child of the hated, which is in this case would be Leah. I'm using them two as an example, as a hopefully it's a good example to put across to our people as a teaching tool, right? So now, do not make Joseph or Benjamin firstborn. It has to go to Reuben. All right, read on.
But he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn, by giving him a double portion of all that he hath. For he is the beginning of his strength. The right of his firstborn is his.
Right. The right of the firstborn is his. The children that the firstborn that Leah bare, right, which is Reuben. The right of the firstborn is his. Don't go and give it to Benjamin or Joseph just because you prefer Rachel. All right. They're both his wives, but leaning to more Rachel. Well, he chose Rachel from the beginning and got beguiled, etc. But that's an example of what not to do, all right, or what to do in this instance. The child of the firstborn, the right is his, all right. Any more?
Verse 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them.
So if you got a stubborn and rebellious son that you won't listen to either parents, either father or mother, this is a stubborn boy or stubborn child, right? Stubborn son. It's not a child. It's grown now, right? He's stubborn, man. Does what he wants. Don't listen to none of his parents. Read on.
That was verse 18.
That was 18. But just to say, the Bible's got everything on how we're supposed to be in this situation, that situation. Everything is covered in the scriptures, man. You understand? And that was it going into if a man has 2 wives. That was it going into if you got a stubborn and rebellious son, etc. It's all here how we're supposed to govern our lives. You understand? How we're supposed to deal with each other, etc. All documented, man. And that's it. So that's the class, right?
Correct.
Check what time. 39 minutes.
Do another one if you want.
Yeah, do it. Okay, yeah, why not? Yeah. Yeah.
With thought, or do you want to read it?
No, you do under kind of.
Witha Peshawa, Bawa, Abayawa, Wa'amawa. Verse 19.
Oh, yeah.
Waha, Wataza, Ya'awa, Athawa, Al, Zakwani Naya, Ayarawa, Wa'al, Sha'ira, Makwa Mawa, verse 20. Wa'a Marawa, Al, Zakwaniya, Ayarawa, Bananawa, Za, Sawara, Wamara, Aya Nanawa, Shemai, Bakwa Lanawa, Zawa Lala, Wasaba'a. Verse 21. Mahawa. Sorry, Wabaga Mahawa, Ka, Anashaya, Ayarawa, Ba'a Banayam, Wamatha, Waba Iratha, Harai, Makwa Rabaka, Shara, Wakal Yasha'ala, Yashama'aiwa, Waya Ra'awa, 22. Wakaya, Yahaya, Ba'a Yasha, Kata'a, Mashapat, Mawath, Waha Mawath, Watha Layaf, Athawa, Isazar, 22, 23, so like here. La'a, Tharyan, Naba Lathawa, Ha'itazar, Kaya, Kwabawa, Thakwa, Renawa, Baya Wama, or Bayawam, Hahawa'a, Kaya, Kwalath, Alahayam, Thalawaya, or Thalawaya, Wala'a, Thata Ma'a, Ath, Adamathak, Ashar, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Nathan, Lakar, Lakala. There's 24. Oh, that's in the next chapter. Let's go one more to get to the next chapter. 22. 22 verse 1. La'a, Thara'a, Af, Shawar, Akayaka, Awa, Af, Shayawa, Nada Kayam, Hawatha, I Lamath, Maham, Hashab, Fasha Yabam, Yabama, Yabam, La Kaika. Chapter 21 and verse 19. Then his father and his mother shall lay hold on him, and bring him out into the elders of his city and unto the gate of his place.
Right. Now there's a saying, man. It takes a village to raise a child, right?
Right.
It does, man. It takes a nation of people, a village, and people amongst us to raise us for us to be right. Now, everyone in these day and time do what they want. Youngsters are off the edge, over the edge and crazy. Adults can't talk to them, they disrespect adults and so on, and both ways as well, because why? Esau, the wicked, has turned everything upside down and have us going against each other. The youngs don't respect the olders don't set no trend, set the right tone for our people. They don't grow a child in the way they should grow, like the Bible says. All right, so now you have us disrespecting elders ain't got no respect for us, and so on and so forth, right? So if you read that one more time,
then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him, and bring him out into the elders of his city and unto the gate of his place.
Right, bring him to the judges, man. Bring him to the priests. Bring him to the elders of the city. And this is what we lack. And this is what the ISUPK set up, elders in the city. In each city, we have a captain in Birmingham. You understand? We have brothers in London and brothers in Manchester, man. Elders of the city. We setting up men in every zone according to the Bible in the ISUPK. You understand why? Because we need to bring these judges back into the earth. The Lord is bringing us back to teach our people. Now, we ain't going to condemn no one to death. That's not our job. That's the Most High's job. But what we're going to do is we're going to tell our people, this is the way, walk ye in it. You understand? Read on.
And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice.
This son don't want to listen, man. He's rebellious and he's stubborn. He ain't listening to us. Read on.
He is a glutton and a drunkard.
He's a what?
He is a glutton and a drunkard.
He's gluttonous and he's a drunkard, man. He's a sexual deviant, right? In today's day and time, you see all our people, that's the mannerism of them now. Why? Because we've got no guidance, man. All right? Got no leadership. All right? We lack strong black leadership, man. All right? Because this is what's going to make us a man. It's going to turn us into a real man, not to be gluttonous and drunkard and do as you please, right? And abuse your people, abuse your own people. That's not what life is about. We ain't supposed to do that to our own, all right? Or anybody else, in fact. We're supposed to live according to these laws, statutes, and commandments. This is why they're here. Why do you think our people don't want to listen? Is it because the Bible's a white man's book? Or is it because we've got laws to follow and our people don't want to listen? Our people are so stiff-necked and rebellious, they don't want to hear the word of the Lord. So they make up all excuses. Oh, that's a white man's book. Oh, this, that, and the other. Listen, man, our people are in churches. They don't follow the book, but they're banging a tambourine, man.
Right.
So why are they doing that? Because the oppressor says. They fear the oppressors. They don't fear the Most High. But it's time for a change, man. And this is the change in the ISUPK since 1969, man. This is the change the Lord is bringing in the earth. Freedom.
And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones that he die.
That's a rebellious son, gluttonous and drunkard, don't want to listen. And he's going to destroy, like one rotten fruit, spoil the whole bunch, man.
That's
one
right.
Rotten fruit, spoil the whole fruits in the basket, man. So you got to get rid of that before it turns everything sour. And if you look around us in the ghettos and the slums today, a lot of our people have gone sour, man, have gone off, man. You understand this? This is the wind of change, man. This, and the time is now, man. You understand? Don't wait till you die and you can't change again. All right? And you get punished for your wrongdoings, man. Don't think. You see, this is the thing, because judgment, and the Bible says it, because judgment does not exceed speedily, the people are set in their ways to do evil, man. We continuing our wickedness, set in our ways doing our wickedness, when the Lord says we got to change, man. That we think, because judgment don't come straight away, we just continue living our life how we want, YOLO, and destroying ourselves and others along the way. Because what do the wicked say? Oh, if you're not harming anyone, you can do what you want. That's the wicked say that. But how are you not harming no one? When you do the wrongs, you either get locked up or you get killed. Now your whole parents and your family is in disarray and shedding tears and crying and weeping and moaning and bemoaning you. And this is what you put them through, man. If you're locked up, they got to come jail and visit you 24/7 every minute of the day, till the point that they get fed up, they can't afford it. This is the situation we live in, and we didn't have to. But because we're stubborn and rebellious, we don't want to listen to the word of the Lord, man. You understand? And now parents don't even want to tell their children what to do no more. They don't want to train a child up in the way they should go no more, right? They rather fear the oppressors than teaching the children right, man. This is where we're at now. And so why do you think our children are like, like the Bible says, like a wild bull in a net, man? At the top of every street corners, going buck wild, man, right? Dollar bill, yo, and all of that stuff, man. We need correction in our nation, man. All right. Any more?
Go ahead. So shalt thou put away evil from among you.
What we're gonna put away?
So shalt thou put away evil from among you.
We don't need this no more. We need to put away evil from among us so we can thrive as a people, so we can thrive as a nation, man. You understand? We need to put away evil from amongst us, man. But like, when are we gonna learn? The time is now, man. The time is now. You understand? The Lord ain't gonna be playing around with us forever. This captivity, slavery, was a punishment for us to get right, for us to be punished, and we cry out to the Lord, and the Lord hears us and saves us, man, and redeem us and build us back together. The Spirit of the Lord is in the ISUPK, and this is what we're doing. We're building Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, which are the children of God, the Israelites, according to the Bible, back together as a family unit once again, man. That's the whole purpose of this Bible. The Lord wants his chosen people back. Lord ain't calling all people, his people. And read on.
And if a man, all Israel shall hear and fear.
And we're gonna hear it and fear it. Now imagine you do wrongs, all kind of wickedness, sexual deviance, all type of disgusting habits and things we do in the earth today, and you get away with it. What happens? You get better, you change. No, we don't. We get worse up and worse up. That's why it says they're fully set in them to do evil, man, because you get worse. And then your children, if you got children, which you're going to have children, of course you are, right? For the most part. So what's going to happen? They're going to learn from you. They're going to see your wicked ways and see the bad habits which you've learned, and you had to force yourself up in life, and no one was there. You didn't get the correction you needed. You needed that rod to your backside, or just literally talking to you. Some sons need this rod, man. Right, like this one here, stubborn and rebellious son, right? Or you can take telling and get correction through someone telling you what's right, and you don't have to be whipped, or you don't have to be disciplined, right? You take chastening and correct it and be corrected. But here we are now, everyone turned a blind eye and everything's upside down. All right, read on.
And if a man hath committed a sin worthy of death, and he be put to death, and he be to be put to death, and thou hang him on a tree, his body shall not remain all night upon the tree.
Salakia, let me say this. And thou put away evil from Israel. Put away evil from us, man. This is what we're lacking in our communities. We need to put this evil away from us. All right. So now it's gone into, if a man gets commits a sin worthy of death and he gets hung on a tree, his body shall not remain on the tree until when?
His body shall not remain all night upon the tree, but thou shalt in any wise bury him that day.
Bury him that day. Don't leave his body on the tree. All right. His body should not remain on the tree. It's a curse to be on the tree. All right. Or overnight on the tree, etc. Read on.
For he that is hanged is accursed of God.
Right.
That the land be not defiled, which the Lord thy God.
So Lakia, just read. He that is hanged what?
Is accursed of God.
And what happened in slavery days when the oppressors took us and enslaved us and hung us and lynched and burnt us further and tarred us? He that is hung is accursed of God. We was undergoing the punishment what the Lord had put upon us, man. The curses for disobeying these laws, statutes, and commandments. Like a good father, a good father will correct us. A good father will chastise us, and we get right. Right? A good son will not be stubborn and rebellious, and they will listen and get corrected. A wicked son won't take no chastening, won't take no correction, man. And guess what? Israelites, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, our forefathers became that wicked son that was rebellious. Would not hear the word of the Lord. The Lord sent the prophets out, didn't want to hear it. What do you think happened? The Lord, the enemies came, took us, and we was hung from trees, and we was cursed of our God. We were cursed of our Heavenly Father. Why? Because we didn't want to listen to him. And now it's time, man. The time is now, man. Read on.
Verse 20, chapter 22. Thou shalt not see thy brother's ox or his sheep go astray, and hide thyself from them.
So this, because we know how to live our lives when we come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, and these holy ways of our ancient forefathers, man. You understand? This is how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. And if we see our enemy's ass or cow, was it ass?
Ox or sheep.
Ox or sheep, right? If we see our enemies, enemies amongst Israelites, enemies amongst blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, sometimes we don't see eye to eye, man. But we still commanded to love each other, though. Don't take up a gun and shoot your brother down, man. You crazy, all right? That's the ways of the oppressors. And you can tell where our people has learned it from, man, because we ain't learned it from the Heavenly Father. We ain't learned it from the Most High. It's not in this Bible. It's telling us contrary. Everything we do outside of this is what the oppressors have taught our people. It's what the oppressors have molded in our people's minds, all right? To be selfish and destroy each other. But this is not of the Most High. This is not of our forefathers, man. All right? So one more time, Salakia, read that last bit again. One more time, Okasha.
Thou shalt not see thy brother's ox or his sheep go astray, and hide thyself from them.
So you see your brother's ox, cow, or sheep, or goat, or ass, animals going astray. Don't turn away and say, that's his, I don't like him anyway, and leave it. It's going astray. What it can do is it can go and eat somebody's ground down, right? Eat somebody's profit, what they've planted in the ground and destroyed their crops. And then that man will be liable now to pay, etc., etc. So why even though he's your enemy, why put him through that? Why allow him or cause him to go through that when you could have stopped it? You don't see eye to eye. Your enemy meaning what? You don't want him dead, but you don't see, you don't like him. You don't talk, you don't get on. All right. But you ain't going to see his ass or his donkey or his ox and just leave it wandering, man. Nah, go and get it. You understand? Read on. It's going to explain.
Thou shalt in any case bring them again unto thy brother.
There you go, man. You take it to that brother. You take that sheep or goat or ox going astray and you take it, it's loosed, and you take it to that brother, man, and say, yo, I've seen you. Here's your cow, man. Here's your sheep. Here's your goat. Here's your ox, right? I've seen it going astray. Now, that's going to do many things, man. He's your enemy now. But guess what? That same enemy can be your friend tomorrow, man. Right? Because you've done a good deed. There's no way he's going to be like, oh, I hate him. No, it's going to, these are things where if we do these deeds, rather than continuing this hate, animosity, come on, man. Pass this on to our children growing up hating each other through the parents, all those madness. It's time for us to come back to these ways, man, the righteous ways, man. You understand? So when we do that, what's going to happen is it's going to change the mindset of that brother. Is that, you know what? I thought he hated me, man. He don't really hate me. Or we don't see eye to eye. Yeah, we don't. When we talk, we just rub each other up the wrong way. But that's still my brother, man. Still of my nation. It's still my people. I don't want no harm to come to that brother. You brought back my cow. You might see him next time and your life is in jeopardy and you need him for help. And he comes to your aid because you brought back his cow. Or he brought back your cow and now you're going to be either way. You understand? It works all the different ways. He's now helping you through a situation. So one hand wash the other. All right? That's a term we use in the world. One hand wash the other, meaning you help me, someone else, the Lord will send someone else to help you, or he might send me again to help you. Who knows? Or you to help me. This is how it's supposed to be, man. Read on.
And if thy brother be not nigh unto thee, or if thou know him not, then thou shalt bring it unto thine own house, and it shall be with thee until thy brother seek after it.
And let me tell you, Salakia, in the Caribbean, man, you understand, this is how we are, how we were. For the most part, this is how we were back in the days, man. You see your brothers, ox, etc., going astray, whether it be your enemy or not, you'd bring it back. And if you didn't know who it was, who it belonged to, guess what you do, man? You tie it up near your house. I've experienced this in my life growing up. You tie it up near your house until someone passes and say, yeah, such a brother, such and such, theme call, right? this is his goat, blah, 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 such and such over there. You know what I mean? You ain't stolen it. You tie it up and you let people, you're inquiring whose goat this is, whose cow this is. Seen it going astray, man. All right? That's you being a good citizen and a good brother to your people. Read on.
Right. Or if thou know him not, then thou shalt bring it unto thine own house, and it shall be with thee until thy brothers seek after it, and thou shalt restore it to him again.
There you go. Or he might say, yo, looking for my goat, man, looking for my cow. You see no cow come past here? Brown cow with a white a patch of white in its forehead or whatever, right? Describe it and ask around until say, yeah, man, a brother over, I saw that got a cow just like found, saw your cow wandering, etc. Yeah, man, boom, go. Oh, brethren, yo, thanks, man. It went missing a couple of days ago, etc. Yeah, man, I picked it up yesterday. Here it is, man. All right, he might give you a reward, he might not. That's either way, it's brotherly, and that's it, man. All right, your enemy's cow, and then that's love, man. That is love, man. You understand? Read up.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's it, man. All right, so yeah, close up. Let's see, I think this way. Yeah, this way.
Rise, face the east. Start with the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa.
Shabbat
Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shamkar. Yahweh. Malakov. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baratiza. Kawab. Hayah. Bashemayim. Lathanana. Nakam. Ka. Yawam. Wasalakana. Kawabwafina. Wasalakana. Kawabwafina. Wala'ah. Tabi'ana. Wanasai. Vanasai one. Abba. Hawashino. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Wahathaparith. Iwalamyam. Aman.
And in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever.
So be it. Blessings. Blessings. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shai. Wa Miyaka Allah. Wa Alahaya. Matazab Ya'ah. Ala Wap Yahana. Ha Ala Wapya. Ha Saranya. Ha Kotazayanya. Ha Kalalia. Wa Akwafya. Yahweh. Wa Hashem Yahushai. Wa Aman.
And in the English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohanan. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you always. So be it.
Yahweh. Wa Hashem Yahushai. Baba Kashab. Nathamnano. Hakak. Narapa'ah. Kal Makala. Kal Madawa. Hakat. Latahar. Hamatazaraya. Hakak. Lahakwiya. Mathia. Hakak. Al-Wakawa. Tama Allah. Garishun. Wa Hashem Yahushai. Wada Aman.
And in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121. Asha'a Ayanya.
Asha'a Ayanya.
Al-Hahari.
Al-Hahari.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a.
Aizari.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahau.
Yahau.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'aratiza.
Wa'aratiza.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamaka.
Shamaka.
Hanala'a.
Hanala'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawama.
Shawama.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Shamaka.
Shamaka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yan.
Al-Yan.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ayaka.
La'ayakayaka.
Wayarab.
Wayarab.
Balayala.
Bayala.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yashamaka.
Yashamaka.
Makarab.
Makarai.
Yashama.
Yashama.
Afna Pashka.
Afna Pashka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yashamat is the Afka.
Yashamat is Afka.
Wabawa Aka.
Wabawa Aka.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aitha.
I belong.
I belong. Amen. And in the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy
He
soul.
shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in,
and thy coming in.
and this time
From
forth
this time forth
and even forever.
and even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. Psalm 83. Let's get it. Okay. Al-Hayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damiyalaka.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Thashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al.
Al.
Kiyahana.
Yahana.
Awabiyaka.
Awabiyaka.
Yahamayawan.
Hamayawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Ya'ayra
Ya'ira Yamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha Ya'aitazawa.
Wayatha Na'aitazawa.
Al-Tazapawanika.
Altazapa Wanyaka.
Amawa.
Amarwa.
Nakawa.
Akawa.
Wanakakida.
Wanyakakida.
Magaya.
Magaya.
Wala Aya Zakar.
Wala Aya Zakar.
Shamya Sha'ala.
Shamya Sha'ala.
Iwada.
Awada.
Kiyam.
Kaya.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Labab.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Al Yakar.
Alyaka.
Bariyat.
Bariyat.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarafwa.
Ahalia.
Ahalia.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashma Alia.
Wayashma Alia.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagaria.
Wahagaria.
Gabar.
Abab.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amala.
Wa'amala.
Kala Shah.
Alashaf.
Anya Shabya.
Amashabya.
Tazawa.
Tazawa.
Gam Ashawa.
Ashawa.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Ayman.
Ayman.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labani Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaha.
Aishalaha.
Kamadia.
Kamadia.
Kasaya Sarah.
Kasiya Sarah.
Kayabya.
Kayabya.
Wanakar.
Wanakab.
Wayashwa.
Wayashwa.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Wa'ayandara.
Wa'ayandara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adama.
Ba'adama.
Shayathamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Nadayamawa.
Nadayabmawa.
Ka'ira.
Ka'ira.
Kazaba.
Wakazaba.
Kazaba.
Wakazaba.
Katazamanai.
Wakatazamanai.
Kansai Kamwa.
Kanasaya Kamwa.
Asha.
Asha.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Naya Rasha.
Nairasha.
Lanawa.
Nanawa.
Af. Na'awa.
Na'awa.
Alahayam.
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 Shayathamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Kagalgala.
Galgala.
Kakwash.
Akwash.
Lapanyaraka.
Apanyaraka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Ira.
Taba'aya Ira.
Wakala Haba.
Wakalahaba.
Salahat.
Salahat.
Hariam.
Hariam.
Khan.
Khan.
Saradapma.
Daradapma.
Wasa Iraka.
Wasa Irika.
Wabasawa Pafka.
Wabasawa Pafka.
Tabalaham.
Tabalaham.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Palawan.
Wiyaba Kwashwa.
Wayaba Kwashwa.
Shankar.
Shamkar.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Labashwa.
Wiyaba Alwa.
Yaba Awa.
Ida Ai.
Ida Ai.
Wiyakapawa.
Yakapawa.
Yabadwa.
Yabadwa.
Yada Iwa.
Yada Iwa.
Yatha.
Yatha.
Shankar.
Shamkar.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Aliyawan.
Aliyawan.
Alkaha Rasiza.
Alka Aratiza.
Aman.
Aman. And then in the English, keep thou not. So that to keep thou not silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God,
And be not still.
and be not still.
Salakia. Keep thou
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
And hold not thy peace.
And hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O God.
Be not still, O God.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off. And being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. For they are consulted together with one consent. They are confederates against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, the Baal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a ref, and like Zeyeb. Yea, all their princes as Zabah, and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth for wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storms. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So be it.
Curses.
Curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathens. And that speak against us. Thy prophets. Thy teachers. The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers. And the school. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. And death. To the heathens. And shake loose. The pockets, the treasures of the rich of Israel, that refuse to give to the school, force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary, send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction, and death to the Edomites, and the nations, and their drug dealers, and their court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, the Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the radio channels, and the airways, and the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathens that stand in the way, and try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh shine. Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy words. Cause it to be known by all. That is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media and through the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. Coming. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you always. So be it.
So Christ got one more. The blessing. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Hashem Yahushai.
Baraklanawa.
Barakanawa.
Wa Yasha'ala.
Wa Yasha'ala.
Waha Bayaf Saparian.
Waha Bayaf Saparian.
Barak. Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
What we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school. In the name of Yahushai, so be it. Thank you, so be it.
So be it. God.